Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Virtual College Fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. Here is our schedule for this afternoon. We are here in session A3, so I will turn things over to our first presenter, Eastern Mennonite University.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Luke Mullett, and I am an admissions counselor here at EMU. I graduated from EMU in 2019, and I loved it enough that I'm sticking around a little bit longer. Harrisonburg, Virginia is where EMU is located. This is our beautiful campus here. We're about a 2-hour drive from Washington, D.C. and Richmond, as well as about an hour drive from Charlottesville. So great location, as well as Harrisonburg itself is a very vibrant college town. We're also in the middle of the Shenandoah Valley, so there's all kinds of great things to do outside, hiking, biking, skiing, great things to do on the weekends. Our student body is about 1,000 undergraduate students, and you can see our average scores and GPA on the left-hand side there. Keep in mind, we are test score optional for fall of 2021 students. We have a brand new lab facility in our Suter Science Center. We have an anatomy and physiology lab complete with cadavers, as well as chemistry, other biology, engineering labs. So really great facilities for our STEM students. One of the biggest things when you're looking at colleges is gaining the skills that you can develop for a really meaningful career. So here at EMU, we have over 55 different academic programs. Some of our most popular, though, are nursing, biology, business administration, computer science, and engineering. But all of our programs are really stellar, and I encourage you to check out our website in case you aren't able to see everything right here on this slide. 98% of our job-seeking graduates are employed in grad schools or serving in volunteer mission positions within 1 year of graduation. And our stats really speak for themselves. I won't go through all of these, but they really highlight the success of our pre-professional health, our nursing, business, and our teacher education programs. And the big reason for our success of our students and our alumni are that the professors here are mentors. They become lifelong friends with you. And the median class size is 15, and we have a 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So really meaningful relational learning happens at EMU. Another reason for our alumni success is all the intentional experiences we craft outside of the classroom. These include internships and education practicums, as well as nursing clinical rotations, as well as our Washington Community Scholar Center in DC, where you can live in DC with other EMU students and EMU faculty, and you're set up with a custom tailored internship based on your interests. And this is a part of our cross-cultural program, which has been around for over 3 decades. And I personally went a semester abroad to India in my junior year. The other options are summer trip or a semester or summer in Washington, D.C. And it's really not your average study abroad program. It's a lot of experiential learning. You're not just shipped off to a university in another country. We have over 80 different locations, and these are some of the highlights of our different locations that we take students on our cross-culturals. Another thing we do here at EMU is emphasis on community and building relationships within our student body. So this happens through campus events, different activities for you to engage in outside of your classes. We also have a fitness center, intramurals, and a climbing wall for you to enjoy when you're taking a break from classes. We also have a bunch of different student organizations that you can get involved in, as well as a streamlined process for you to start your own club if you're interested in doing that. We also have free and unlimited tutoring for students, as well as free and unlimited counseling, which is a great resource, as well as a health and wellness center where you can get your checkups and things right here on campus. So EMU really believes that more than ever, the world needs people who can work together. So we're really striving to come together across our differences to work together. We're a Christian university affiliated with Mennonite Church USA, and our mission and vision are grounded in the values of Christian discipleship, community, service, and peace building. And we serve students of a wide variety of religious and cultural backgrounds. One example of EMU's unifying leaders out in the world, Lema Bowie, one of our graduates, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011. So our alumni really are striving to make the world a better place. We also have athletics here. We're NCAA Division III ODAC conference. You can see the different athletic programs here. We also have a great fan experience, so students get into every game for free. We have Rowdy Royal Nights where you can get t-shirts and all kinds of fun prizes while you're cheering on our teams. I also got to share a little bit more about financial aid here. We, as a smaller university, each student's financial aid is unique. And 99% of undergrads receive financial aid. And you can see $37,000 was the average assistance package. So we're really striving to make an EMU education affordable for you. So don't be scared away by the sticker price. Definitely go through the financial aid process and work with us. And we'd love to work with you through that process. These happen through scholarships, grants, and a variety of other ways to receive assistance. So we would definitely also would love to have you visit. So we have in-person visit opportunities here, as well as virtual. And we also recommend that you apply now if you are a senior, and your admissions counselor will walk you through that process. Yeah, thanks so much again for joining. And if you have any questions, my colleague Hannah and I are available for any questions you might have.
Great, thank you. And let me just see. So it looks like we do have our presenter from Norfolk State University, and it's over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. All right, good afternoon. My name is Miss Dominique Garcia. I currently serve as an admissions counselor here in the Office of Admissions at Norfolk State University. Norfolk State University is located in Norfolk, Virginia, which is right next to our sister city, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Consider ourselves more of an urban beach city-like area, just because we do have the beach about 15 minutes, but we are located in the city. Now you will see Norfolk State University is located right almost in the heart of the downtown area. We do hold the largest naval base in the world. So just some nice little fun facts about our institution. Founded September 18th, 1935. So we did just celebrate our 85th birthday. We have over 30 undergraduate majors, over 15 master and doctorate programs, as well as over 100 different clubs at our institution. Very intimate sized classroom settings, encouraging all of our students to definitely get to know their professors. Networking is key in college. And we do sit on a beautiful 134-acre campus, considering ourselves to be more modern HBCU, just because we have built a brand new a brand new building on our campus every year since the year 2009. We are more of a medium-sized school. Yes, we do host more female on our campus versus males, unfortunately for our males, but however, there are about 10,000 more women in college versus males across the United States. We are a predominant in-state institution as well as a predominant undergraduate institution. Now to discuss over some of our colleges, we have School of Education, School of Social Work, College of Liberal Arts, School of Business, and our CSET, which is College of Science, Engineering, Technology. Just to speak over a couple of our top majors will be nursing, computer science, cybersecurity, social work, mass communications, psychology, as well as we're the first school in the United States as of this year to roll out a master's in cyber psychology, which was actually a joint idea between our cybersecurity computer science department with our psychology department. So something we're super excited about, and there will be some classes that will be incorporated into the undergraduate side for our students. Now, to just give you over some few buildings, our building right here, Brown Hall, was actually the first building built on our campus, which is actually in our alma mater. We did rent it, we did break it down, and we went ahead and rebuilt it back up in 2018. So this is the brand new Brown Hall that does host predominantly College of Liberal Arts, School of Business, School of Social Work, as well as our award national recognized theater company. You will then see the McDimmon Center. McDimmon Center, we do call it our top flight security building on our campus. Reason being, it's actually for any of our students in computer science engineering. We do have a lot of secret projects working with the federal government in that building. So unfortunately for other students, unless you are taking a class or conducting a research project or anything, you are not allowed to enter into the building. Only faculty members as well as selected students can enter into the building. And it's also geared for our graduate students as well as doctorate students on our campus. Then nursing, we have a brand new $4.3 million nursing and general education building. On the first floor is going to be our student success center that actually is our academic advisors for our freshman and sophomore class. It will have also a computer lab, which actually there's a computer lab on every single building on our campus here at our institution, as well as the third and fourth floor are solely dedicated to our nursing majors as it is set up like hospital. Then you also do have our library. It is a 3-story eco-friendly solar power library with a multi-million-dollar African art gallery, sound enclosed study rooms on the second and third floor, writing center lab, as well as another computer lab in there for you guys. Our student center more so of our social aspect building. Your take care of business, which is your student services. That's actually where I am located. So more so of your take care of business building. Majority of our students actually do stay on campus. We actually offer out 10 residential halls, For the resources on our campus will be our career service, computer labs, living learning communities, Oasis, which actually directly gears out to our students either with disabilities or international students, as well as a student success center, study rooms, free tutoring on our campus, and our free writing center lab. Talking about the student life, we definitely encourage our students to get involved here at our institution. Involvement is key. You'll also see our award-winning Grammy band. We're actually the #1 HBCU band voted, beating out Southern by 20,000 votes, as well as one of your top bands in the nation voted by ESPN. And NSU's Spartan Legion does have a Grammy. We also are a D1 school in the MEAC conference. You will see our sports up on the screen. If you are a student interested in athletics, please be sure to reach out to our athletics department. If you are looking to potentially be recruited, they do have a student profile where you can submit all footage. You will see on the screen for our tuition and fees, we are your most cost-efficient state institution in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Full tuition and fees sitting at $20,586. Our FAFSA did open up. We do hope to be one of the 10 schools, as well as our scholarship deadline will be March 15th, 2021. Application process right directly on our school application, school website. If you are looking to get your $25 application waiver, just please be sure to attend open house. And you'll see that in the application process. And you'll see down below my contact. I apologize for the area. It's not at gmail.com. It was an area. It's at nsu.edu. And I thank you guys so very much for your time today. Have a beautiful day.
All right, thank you. And so next we'll hear from SUNY Cortland.
Hey, good afternoon, you guys. Give me a second while I just share this screen with you. I'm Shannon Wing. I am a regional recruiter for SUNY Cortland. So I'm based out of the Southeast, and I work with every student in the Mid-Atlantic. Just start my little timer here. So thank you for joining us today. Here's my information. I will be the person reviewing all of the applications from Virginia. We are part of the state university system for New York. That's what SUNY stands for. And SUNY is actually the largest comprehensive public university system that the nation has. We are located right in between Syracuse and Binghamton. We are about 30 minutes from Syracuse, about 40 minutes north of Binghamton. Syracuse is probably going to be the next biggest city that you'll have. That's where the international airport is, the train station. We are a suburban type campus, so we're a medium-sized public institution. We did get a #1 ranking for campus safety in New York State this past year, which is awesome. We have a legit university police department all over campus, big office. We do have students from 34 states and 47 countries. Part of our diversity mission on campus is geographic. So that's why my position exists, so that I can bring in students who are not from New York State, so that students who are getting a public university education in New York can feel like they're maybe somewhere else. We are about 8 hours driving distance from Richmond. We're about 6 hours driving from the Fairfax County area, and then just a 45-minute plane ride from most of those airports down there. So we are just under 7,000 total students. We have about 6,400 undergraduate students. Last year, we had about 13,000 applicants, and out of those applicants that we get, we accept a little less than half of those students. Again, for transfer students, it's a little bit more competitive because you actually have to choose a major as a transfer student. You can't come in undeclared. And we have a solid 1,200 freshmen that enroll usually every single August. This past August, we had about 1,400 that said that Cortland was where they wanted their home to be for the next 4 years. As you can see, the average class size is about 23 students. Because we are a public university, you are going to have anywhere from 1 to 3 lecture classes the whole time you're a student at SUNY Cortland. You may have anywhere from 80 to 120 students in the lecture hall, but it's going to be those classes that everybody has to take because we do have a liberal arts base, which is the general education. So it could be intro to biology, intro to psychology. But for the most part, average class size is 23 students. Student to faculty ratio is that 16:1. And I think it's important to note that every class at SUNY Cortland is taught by an actual professor. So although we have teaching assistants, that's what they do. They assist, they help, they hold review classes. Maybe it's ed majors that want more experience in the classroom or with a faculty member, but every class is taught by an actual professor. These are the majors that we offer. I think we have about 68. On the right-hand side, you'll see anything in education. We have the largest education program in the state. Some other top programs are musical theater, any of the pre-med, pre-vet, pre-dental, any of the pre-professional track. We also have a large number of students in psychology. Sport management is very big. We have one of the best programs in the nation. We also had a really great partnership with the New York Jets for about 5 years when they did training camp at SUNY Cortland. So you can get more information on these if you go to the website. As far as freshman admission is concerned, you guys, we are test optional this year. So I think that's really important to just reiterate and for you guys to remember, we are test optional. So you do not need to submit an SAT or an ACT score in order to be reviewed for admission or a merit scholarship. So what we're looking for, especially from the New York State students, is 4 years of English and social studies or English and history, and then 3 years of math, science, and foreign language. But because we are a New York State public institution and you guys do not live in New York State, we will take whatever your requirement is for graduation. And then just looking at the GPA below, that's about the middle 50%. So the average GPA is probably about a 3.5, which is about a 91, but we are looking for a solid B student. And again, we are test optional this application season. This is just a glimpse into residence life and housing. You do have to live on campus your first 2 years as an incoming freshman student, unless you live within 50 miles of campus or you're over the age of 21 or you're married. We do have about half of our student population that lives on campus. We have 17 different residence halls, low rise, high rise, suite style, apartment style, quad style. There's a bunch of different things to choose from. All of them are completely renovated from the inside out, or they are brand new buildings. And how we separate our campus is upper campus is academic buildings and administration. Middle campus is all of the residence halls. And then lower campus, you're going to have the Student Life Center, which you see on the screen right now, the football stadium, and all of the athletic fields for the most part. So this is our brand new Student Life Center. We do have about 2,500 people that visit this every single day when we're not in the middle of a pandemic. We have an all-you-can-eat dining facility. When you walk into the right, it just means you can swipe in as many times a day as you want, eat however much you want. You just can't take anything out with you. We've got basketball courts, volleyball courts. We have a pool. We have a hot tub. We've got anything that you can lift for weightlifting. We've got all of the machines. We have a rock climbing wall, a golf simulator. There's a gaming room. And then we have personal trainers, nutritionists, and those are complimentary to students. And we also have any kind of classes that you could take, just like at a regular gym. Again, 10 dining facilities. 2 of those are all you care to eat. 7 of them are grab and go. 1 is a food truck. This is the total expenses, you guys, that you're going to be looking at as a non-New York State resident. So that bottom number, we offer every student a $7,500 automatic award just for being a non-New York State resident. And so if you take that with all of the fees and the tuition and the meals and the rooming, your total billed cost without a merit scholarship or financial aid is going to be that $23,911 for the entire year. Again, here's my information. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to work with you.
Great, thank you. And next we'll hear from Randolph-Macon College.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kellen Moody, and I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Randolph-Macon, and I'm really excited to be able to connect with you all today. going ahead and getting started. We are a small liberal arts and sciences college located in Ashland, Virginia, which is a very centralized location within the state. We're about 15 minutes north of Richmond and 90 miles south of Washington, D.C. So really nice location there. We were founded in 1830, and our total enrollment right now, we are sitting at just over 1,500 students. We are solely undergraduate institution. A little bit about a breakdown of our student body. We are 53-47 male-female ratio, and then we're about 78-22 in-state versus out-of-state. Of our out-of-state students, we are pulling from 30 different states and 20 different nations, so we do have a really nice, well-rounded student body coming in. And then we do have 23% of our students that identify as racially diverse. Kind of moving into our academics, we are a liberal arts and sciences college, like I mentioned at the beginning. We have over 50 majors and minors in different pre-professional programs. All of these are listed on our website. We have anything starting from archaeology down to our new nursing school, behavioral neuroscience major, engineering major, which is really great and unique for a school of our size to be able to house education, lots of different things for everyone to enjoy. We also have a really well-known and renowned pre-med program as well. A little bit about our classroom culture. We are 11-to-1 student faculty ratio. Our average class size is 16, and we really like to keep those small class sizes. It really extends itself and enriches that educational experience that you're going to be getting, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom as well. That's going to lend itself to those really great relationships with your professors so they can help you with those research opportunities as well as internship opportunities. Just really great to have those relationships. A very popular area for our students to participate in is our study abroad courses. You can study abroad at any point during your time at Randolph-Macon. 35% of our students are studying abroad during their time at Randolph-Macon, which is higher than that national average. And that's in large part because we do run on a 4-1-4 academic calendar system. We are one of the few schools in the state of Virginia that offers this. But in between our fall and spring semester, we do have a 1-month semester, which is always during the month of January. We refer to it as our January term, or J term for short. And this opens up a few different options for our students that we offer that we don't necessarily offer in the fall and spring semester. The first one is an on-campus intensive study, just one class. The other option is an internship during that whole month, which is another very popular option. And then of course, the study abroad is that third option, which is very popular for students to participate in as well. We do also have a really renowned career center on our campus. We're really focused on making sure our students are getting placed in either graduate school or career field specific jobs by the time that they graduate. Our Edge Career Center is actually ranked 13th in the nation, which we're really excited about. This is a very intentional program, a 4-year intentional program that gets our students to start thinking about things in their freshman and sophomore year, as opposed to waiting until your junior or senior year. So you're actually engaging in the program all 4 years as a student at Randolph-Macon. A little bit about our campus life. We have over 100 clubs and organizations on campus. We do have 13 Greek organizations on our campus. Lots to get involved in there. We are also 90% residential, guaranteed housing all 4 years. So most of our students are living on campus all 4 years. So we do have 14 different types of residence halls available for our students that kind of switch that up during their time there. And then we are NCAA Division III athletics in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. We offer 18 varsity sports, as well as 2 club sports, cheer and dance team, as well as an equestrian team, which both compete very successfully at the collegiate level. Moving into our application process, you can apply 2 different ways: directly through our website, where we are members of the Common Application. We really don't have a preference. We get the same information either way. And regardless of how you apply, it is free to apply to Randolph-Macon. Some dates and deadlines to remember: we do have early action, which is non-binding. The deadline to apply for that is November 15th. Regular decision is March 1st. We do take a very holistic approach to our application review. And what I mean by that is we're looking at everything and putting everything into consideration. Your courses and grades or your transcript, of course, are going to be the most important thing that we're looking at. But in addition to that, all of those things that you see listed there, we're going to be really focusing on. The letter of recommendation, we only require 1. You're welcome to submit up to 3 total recommendations for your application. And one thing that I want to note on this slide before I move on is that we are also moving to test optional for this year in light of the global pandemic. So if you have taken that test score and you'd like to submit it, you can, but you are not required to. That does not affect your admission or your considerations for merit-based scholarships. Speaking of our scholarships, we do have 3 different scholarships that we offer. Those range from $20,000 all the way up to the potential for full tuition scholarships, and you're automatically considered for either of these when you apply. And we do also encourage all of our families to fill out the FAFSA, the pre-application for federal student aid. If you are a senior, you can fill that out beginning now. We do have a FAFSA filer incentive for our school. Regardless of your need, you'll automatically get $1,000 added to your package just for filling it out. And of course, we'd love for you to engage with us more. Continue that. We do have a number of virtual opportunities as well as on-campus tours available right now. And here is my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me at any point with any additional questions. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And so next we'll hear from St. Vincent College.
Hello, everyone. Just getting ready here. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Donna Edmonds, and I'm an Associate Director of Admission at St. Vincent College. St. Vincent is located in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. So we are about an hour east of the city of Pittsburgh and about 4 hours west of the city of Philadelphia. From some, common areas in Virginia, we are about a little under 5.5 hours from Richmond, 5.5 hours from Roanoke, and just under 7 hours from Norfolk in that area. So it's really easy to get to St. Vincent, and something to keep in mind for our students who apply to the college and are admitted, we do offer a travel reimbursement program so that we can help cover some of your expenses if you're doing a visit to campus, need some hotel or even an airfare, something like that. So keep that in mind if you're making plans to visit us. If you get that application in and are accepted, we can help you with that. So at St. Vincent, we have over 50 different majors in the liberal arts, sciences, and business. We have the School of the Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, the Alex G. McKenna School of Business, Economics, and Government, and that includes our very popular major in Criminology, Law, and Society. We also have the Herbert Boyer School of the Natural Sciences, Mathematics, and Computing. And this includes our nursing major that is offered cooperatively with Carlow University in the city of Pittsburgh. You can see some of the other programs that we have listed here. The most popular majors that we offer include biology, pre-med, allied health, business administration, computer science and cybersecurity, criminology, education, and psychology. At St. Vincent, we have about 120 full-time faculty. Our total enrollment is just over 1,500 students, and we have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. What that means is you are going to get personalized attention at St. Vincent. You're going to get to know your faculty. We don't have any graduate students who teach. So our faculty are there for you. They offer office hours and are readily available to help our students be successful in the classroom. Something that's really a big part of campus life at St. Vincent is our sports. So we are the St. Vincent College Bearcats, and we are part of the NCAA Division III, and we're part of the President's Athletic Conference. We have 13 varsity sports for men and 12 for women. And for more information, you can certainly check out our website at the that's listed there and get into contact with our coaches and find out a little bit more about the different athletic programs. We also offer club and intramural sports. So if you're not planning to do a varsity sport, that's okay. You can certainly still get involved with a club sport or intramurals that we offer all the time. So at St. Vincent, we have returned to school this fall. We are in person, so our student body is having a traditional and somewhat normal fall semester. So far, things are going quite well. So keep that in mind. If you are interested in doing a visit to St. Vincent, we would certainly welcome you to come to campus. And, we are bringing families onto campus to check us out in person. So keep that in mind. If you're interested in applying to St. Vincent, you can apply right on our website. At www.stvincent.edu/apply, or we are also part of the Common App, so you can apply that way, and either application is fine. You would also want to request your transcripts from your school office and also have your test scores submitted if you've taken them. Like most colleges, as I'm listening to all the presentations today, most of us are test optional. We know that it is not a typical situation for you, and you may have had some difficulty getting in to take the SATs or ACTs. SATs. We are also accepting scores for the CLT, which is the classical learning test, and that test is offered to students virtually, so you could do that online if you're having trouble getting into a testing site. But again, we are test optional, so you really don't have to worry about it if you haven't been able to take the SATs this year. At St. Vincent, we offer a large number of academic scholarships. Our top award this year is for students. They can receive up to $28,500 per year. That would be our top candidates. And the scholarships go, all the way, I think they start at about $17,000 and go up to $28,500. So each student who attends St. Vincent and lives on campus will receive a $3,000 resident grant. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're going to live on campus, we're going to help cover some of those expenses for you. We also offer a WIMR scholarship competition, which is a full tuition room and board scholarship. If you win the WIMR scholarship competition, it's an exam that we hold this year. It's going to be on December 5th. So for our top candidates, if you're interested, definitely check that out. You could possibly win a free ride to college by just competing in the scholarship exam. If you don't win, but you place in the top 5, you get free tuition for 4 years. So that's something that we are very excited to provide each year for our students. There's many, many other need-based grants as well. For our out-of-state students, you can receive an out-of-state grant starting at $500 a year, and it could go up as well. Well, I see that I am just about out of time. So if anyone would need any additional information, please check out our website. Again, www.stvincent.edu. Thank you.
All right, and our final school for this session is Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
Okay, bear with me 1 second. Just pulling up the presentation. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sean Jones. I am one of the Associate Directors of Admissions here at IUP. This afternoon, I also have with me my colleague, Ms. Nicole Carrera. Nicole will be answering questions in the chat room, so if anyone has any general or specific questions about IUP, please feel free to send them. The presentation is pretty quick, pretty brief, gets right to the point. We try to answer some of the most important questions and some of the most common questions that we typically would get from students and parents. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to start off by providing everyone with some general information about IUP. We are a state-owned university located in Western Pennsylvania. We're approximately about 45 minutes to an hour east of Pittsburgh. We have over 10,000 students who attend IUP, which makes IUP one of the largest universities in the state. Of those 10,000 students, about 8,000 are undergraduate students, and a little bit close to 2,000 are graduate students pursuing either a master's degree or a PhD. Our students come from around the world, representing 50 countries as well as 46 states. 7% of our students are out-of-state students. Because of the quality of the academic programs that we have to offer, as well as a tuition discount we offer to our out-of-state students, the majority of these students are from the state of Virginia. Do you have my major? Is the most popular questions that pretty much all colleges and universities get. Here at IUP, we offer over 130 undergraduate majors, 70 minors, as well as 30 certificate programs. Some of the most popular programs we have here at IUP, you're looking at education, criminology, communication media, pre-law, pre-med, nursing, psychology, and anything that deals with business. Some of our most unique programs are speech and language pathology, interior design, and environmental health. Whatever your career goal may be, you will have the opportunity to create your own path through a combination of double majoring, majoring, minoring, or getting a certificate program. How will you learn? Here at IUP, learning takes place in many different ways, both inside and outside of the classroom. When you take a look at inside of the classroom, our average class size, you're looking at 30 to 35 students. Our student to teacher ratio, you're looking at 16:1. This gives our professors the opportunity to know their students, and our students get a chance to know their professors. 98% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty and not graduate assistants. All of our professors have office hours, which gives our students an opportunity to have a direct contact with their professors. If you need help, you would have that direct line. When I talk about learning here at IUP, we want you to learn by doing. You'll learn by getting hands-on experience, by doing research with our faculty, by participating in either a study abroad or national student exchange programs. We offer our students over 300 study abroad opportunities, as well as 375 national student exchange locations. So if you're interested in doing a semester at the University of Hawaii or studying in France, we offer these opportunities to you and many more. Each year on our campus, we have anywhere between 3 to 4 different job fairs. We invite local, state, national, as well as international companies to our campus. This provides our students with the opportunity to network, to apply, and interview for both internships and as well as full-time employment. Also here at IUP, each year, over 3,000 of our students participate in internship opportunities. Our students have interned in some of the largest companies in the world, from Tesla to IBM to Disney, to name a few. It's important to us here at IUP that by taking what you've learned in the classroom, as well as outside of the classroom, is extremely important. This is why 98% of our students, once they graduate, either go to graduate school or get a job once they graduate. Where will I live and eat on campus? Well, here at IUP, we have 11 resident halls on campus, 4 dining facilities. Our students have 6 different options to choose from a single person suite to a 4-person suite. All of our resident halls have Wi-Fi, laundry room, microwave, and refrigerators, all of the basic comforts that a student would have at home. Freshman students are required to live on campus. However, students are also allowed to have cars on campus as a freshman student. We also offer our students different learning, living learning opportunities or communities. This is a great way to make friends and meet students with similar interests. We encourage our students to get involved here at IUP. Getting involved is very easy. We have over 200 clubs and organizations, from fraternities to sororities to service organizations, as well as 19 Division II varsity sports. Our athletic teams are constantly ranked each year nationally, with both our men and women's basketball teams making the Final Four in recent years. How do I get started? Well, there are 3 things you want to keep in mind before you apply to IUP. One is that we're on a rolling admissions basis, so we don't have a deadline to apply. 2, we do not have an application fee. And 3, we are test optional. If you have taken an SAT or ACT test score and you want to send them in to us, please do so. Letters of recommendations and essays, they are optional as well. Once a student's application is completed, it usually takes us about 2 to 3 weeks to make a decision. Financing your IUP education starts when completing the FAFSA form. Our recommendation is to have it completed by January 15th. If you want more information about IUP, please feel free to log on to our website. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. If you want more information, if you want to get in contact with me, you can reach me at seanjones@iup.edu. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much to our presenters. So with the last couple of minutes, I want to invite all of our panelists to turn back on their screens. And I would love, this is my favorite part of presentations generally, to go in presentation order. And with the last couple minutes, just tell us something that's unique about your school, or even something that you didn't get to in your presentation, but a special tradition or a fun fact about a building, anything that comes to mind. So we'll go back to Eastern Mennonite University to get us started.
Yeah, so one of the first things that comes to mind, one of the favorite things that I participated in as a student here is the International Food Festival, which is a yearly, annual tradition that we have here. And so basically all the students on our campus can enter to compete and basically make different dishes from their different cultural backgrounds. And then the whole campus comes out on our front lawn and shares food, and there's music and just kind of a lot of great exchange. And it's a great time for folks to get to know each other. It's usually in the mid-fall, or in the early fall. So especially for first-year students, getting more exposure to the whole campus here. So I would say events like that that are really celebrating the diversity on our campus, and also bringing then everybody together to exchange, are some of the things that I think EMU is really striving to be about.
Then I think Norfolk is next.
I'll go. So at SUNY Cortland, we are NCAA Division III athletics, and we had a partnership with the New York Jets for 5 years. And our biggest tradition that we have is the Cortica Jug, and that's Cortland versus Ithaca College in football. And we usually alternate which campus we're going to play at every year. But last year we were able to play at MetLife Stadium because we do have a great partnership with the Jets organization and the people at MetLife. And we have had over 45,000 people in attendance for a Division III athletics football game. So that's one of the things we're most proud of at SUNY Cortland is the Cortica Jug.
Randolph-Macon.
All right, so we are really rich in tradition at our institution. We're a very old institution, but one of the ones that is most exciting, or one of my favorite ones, is we are a part of a very rich tradition for our for a particular football game. We do have what is called the oldest small school rivalry in the South between us and another institution within Virginia. And we go head to head with them every year. We call it the game every fall. We switch back and forth between who hosts the game. It's right up there in popularity and importance as the homecoming game. And we have a game ball, which is this massive trophy that we pass back and forth each year, depending on who won the game. And it's very exciting that we have been the home to that trophy, the game ball, for the past 5 years in a row. So we're really excited about that. We've even had ESPN Game Day come to campus to cover coverage of it. So it's really fun. We have a good time.
Okay, I'll go next. At St. Vincent College, probably one of the most exciting times for our incoming freshmen is that they can participate in during one of their orientation events is called the Mystery Trip. So I think it's pretty cool. We go for about 2 weeks. They give students clues about where they might be going, but they really have no idea until they get on the bus. And it's usually about a 2-day trip. So our students they could be anywhere from Chicago to New York City to Virginia Beach. They just go, and when they get on the bus, then they find out where they're going to spend 2 days, and it's really a fun time. So, and another interesting thing about St. Vincent College is we are the summer home of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And Indiana University, did you want to add anything?
Yes, but I think you have me muted in terms of the screen. But I would say probably like most universities, probably a football game between, we have what's called the Cold Bowl. It is a football game between IUP and California University of Pennsylvania. Started back in 1918. It's a huge rival for us. And also another little fact about IUP or Indiana in general is that we have been labeled as the Christmas tree capital of the world. So if you got a Christmas tree, chances are you probably got it from Indiana. There's a lot of Christmas trees around here. Thank you very much.
All right, well, with that, we will wrap things up for this 6x6 presentation. I want to thank you, say thanks to all the presenters and all the participants who joined us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And again, this is just one of many different sessions, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. So thank you again to everybody who joined us today, and have a great day.